Okay, this is the front parkway. This is the water meter. And inside this dial is a smaller dial. It's very sensitive. And if that's moving, then water's moving into the house. And if you don't have a valve open, then that probably means that you've got a water leak. So you need to go find the leak. Come back and okay, then outside of the parkway in the front yard where it should be, this is the lawn sprinkler check valve. Okay, and that's your backflow prevention device, double check valve. These are your isolation valves so you can service it, and that's the main shut off so that if you needed to remove that valve altogether, you could do that. So that's pretty much textbook. I'm supposed to get that in the video before this. The doorbell. Anybody home? Oh, do come in. All right. So glad you can make it. We're in. This is wooden floors. This is what's going on here. This countertop, if it extends more than 10 inches, which it does, then there should be a corbel or a brace underneath here. Also, this electric receptacle outlet, if it's farther back than 6 inches, if it's covered more, it basically it can't be there, all right, or shouldn't be there. Obviously it can be there. It should have been mounted on the side like this. The reason being is you could have your Scentsy candle up here and it's got the cord coming down and somebody could hook it and the crock pot or whatever. It's electric oven, microwave oven, gas cooktop. I operated them all. This is the dishwasher. I'm about to operate it. Okay, the food waste disposal. It's locked up. It's seized. I don't see the stopper either. Now, here's the thing: is it also has an air switch. Okay. Let's turn this hippie music down. Alright. It's hard to compete with a Genius. It has an air switch. This is called a foul line right here. F-O-U-L. Okay, that's where all the bacteria and germs and cooties hide. This is an air switch. And why they installed it there, I have no idea, because they have a conventional switch up here. Which, by the way, the manufacturer says that the food waste disposal switch should be labeled on and off. Rocker switches are not acceptable for that application. It'd be ugly. You could sure do it. It'd be ugly. Trying to keep you with me. Alright, this is a 1/3 horsepower garbage disposal. And this is the air switch. And it won't fit behind the air admittance valve. It won't fit behind there. I tried. And that's an air admittance valve. And then this drain line for the clothes washer. It does not have an anti-siphon device. It does not have an anti-siphon drip loop. Alright. Not see anything. The dishwasher's been run recently, but I haven't run it. And I want to run it. Okay. So this is the refrigerator. Refrigerator is beyond the scope, kind of like the solar. Kind of like the solar power. That's also beyond the scope. By the way, detached garage. Ice in the ice maker. Okay. Coming along, this is the back door that I brought you in the last video. This is the half bath. These are all the switches, GFCI controlled. I'll check that. That's the main water shut off. We already talked about that. So let's talk about something else. Light fixture there. Smoke alarm downstairs living area as it should be. But these steps, they have gaps in them. Alright? Can you see that? Look at these gaps. Gaps here, gaps there. Gaps. Alright, That's an aesthetic issue. It's really not what I do, but I'm doing it. Okay. Gaps here, gaps here. It just seems to me that, this one was installed attractively. So we know it's possible. We know it's possible. Coming upstairs. All right. This is the southeast bedroom. This is the east wall in the southeast bedroom. The south receptacle outlet. I put a little orange dot on that. I don't know if it'll stay. Okay, this the lower receptacle right here. Okay, it's controlled by this switch. So you could put a lamp into this, turn the lamp on and off, and you could play an alarm clock up here. When you turn the switch off, it would not affect the alarm clock. All right, that's a good thing. And that's why they turn these receptacle whoever it is that they are, but that's why the receptacles are turned upside down to give you a clue that is controlled by a switch. Now let's move into the southwest bedroom. We have the same arrangement, okay? We have a switched receptacle. But the difference between this receptacle and the other receptacle is the top half of the duplex is switched and the bottom half is on continuously. In the other room is reversed. In the other room, the bottom one's on continuously and in the other room, the bottom one is switched and the top duplex is continuously powered. This one's reversed. Okay, the top one's switched and the bottom one's continuously powered. I probably confused you as much as I confused myself. I apologize for that. But the idea is these are not uniform. Those two switches, the orientation, and it might be confusing to you, or you might not care. I don't know. This is the attic access to the main structure. These are the bathrooms, and again, a bathroom with an operable window is a vent fan is not required, but the vent fans do operate. Okay, we'll move on along in here. This is your laundry. Okay, labeled hot and cold. I'll go ahead and take care of this. I'll make sure that that's hot before we leave. And that is, it's GFCI protected. If a receptacle is GFCI protected, it should have a label on it. It should be a little blue sticker that says GFCI protected, but that one doesn't. And this is your closed dryer vent, and this closed dryer vent is supposed to, it's supposed to have a label on it indicating how long it is and how big it is, and you cannot read that label, alright? If that's even what it is, and I think it is, but regardless, you can't read that. Window, missing another screen. Let's move on along. A little bit of split on your door style here. This is your indoor air handler. Some people call it the heater, okay? It's half of your air conditioning system. This is your air filter, alright? You do not have a secondary drain line for your evaporator coil. You have a safety or a float switch. The primary drain line is properly insulated, so this all looks pretty good right here. I can't find much. Your service light is missing. Okay. These are your zones. It's a 2-zone system. I'm missing something here. Back in the laundry. This is your water heater thermostat. For that water heater that's on the wall that has the gas label still stuck on it. Okay, that's the thermostat for the water heater. Coming along here, this is 20 by 25, your air filter. Look at this. There is no air filter. There is no air filter. They've been running this system without a filter. Okay, let's come over here. See all this dust? Okay. That was all going on at the same time. So I'd be curious to know what the coils look like. This is the master bedroom. Coming along, it's pretty routine. This is the roof over the detached garage. tree too close. Shower with an articulate windows. GFCI. Remember I was saying that if a receptacle is GFCI protected, it should have a label? I said it was blue. It can be white. I guess it could be any color. But that's how you know it's GFCI protected. And they're ugly. I peeled mine off. But my house isn't for sale. Okay, this is the master closet. The clothes rods aren't put up yet. Moving along, master bedroom, ceiling fan, smoke alarm. This is a smoke and carbon monoxide alarm. This would not have been required if you didn't have a gas, if there wasn't a gas cooktop. It's the only gas appliance. There's no fireplace. You don't have an attached garage. You don't have any other gas appliances. And I wanted to come down here for a moment and just kind of recap this. The kitchen vent fan is not installed yet. Alright, a kitchen vent fan is not a requirement. It looks to me like they're intending on putting one in. And of course it vents out over the electric load center that you noticed in the previous video.